What is up, guys? Welcome back to the channel. Today we will be talking about the front runner for 2024 Game of the Year. Yep, that is right. We are talking about Helldivers 2. If you're not familiar with the game, let me give you a little rundown. This game allows you and up to 3 of your friends to play as Helldivers, soldiers whose job it is to go to other planets and fight in the name of freedom and democracy for Super Earth. While on these planets, you will be fighting automatons and terminids, often at times hundreds of them at once. While on these planets, you will be given certain primary tasks to do, such as destroying bug eggs, rescuing scientists, or sending a nuke straight into the heart of the enemy. Along with these main objectives come objectives like relay towers, arming and using artillery, or destroying bug spores. All the while trying to find and collect samples to unlock new buffs for your ship and equipment. As a Helldiver, you are certainly armed to the teeth. You sport a primary slot consisting of shotguns, assault rifles, and snipers, a secondary slot for pistols, grenades, and a Helldiver's best friend, stratagems. These stratagems are essential for mission success. They include large weapons like machine guns and grenade launchers, orbital rockets or lasers to destroy large enemies, mortars or turrets to assist in holding your ground, or supply packs to resupply and stay in the fight. Each Helldiver can select 4 stratagems, meaning that working as a team is very important to having an effective strategy. This strategy will be based off the type of mission you're running and the types of enemies you are expecting to face. Large ordnance like bombs and rockets are essential when taking down bile titans and tanks, while running a mission to simply defend your ground and thin the enemy's numbers will best be accompanied with turrets and mortars. As you go up in difficulty, refining this strategy will be vital to your overall success, as each team only has a certain amount of redeploys. If you have played this game within the last 2 weeks, you probably noticed that you had to wait in a queue to enter the game. The all-time peak on Steam alone was 458,000 concurrent players. This game absolutely shot to the tops of the charts upon release and hasn't shown any signs of losing steam. Now that you know how Helldivers 2 works and how popular it is, let's get into why this is the Game of the Year frontrunner. First and foremost, the gameplay is intense and keeps you on the edge of your seat. What starts out as killing just a few bugs can easily become being surrounded by 5 chargers at once and dropping ordnance straight on your head, because after all, if you're going to die in the name of democracy, why not take a few enemies with you? The ability to change your difficulty level allows for players and friends to adapt to the style of the game they want it to be. Want it to be a walk in the park and just have fun destroying some bugs? Play it a 2 or a 3. Want a bit of a challenge but not enough to put your fist through the screen? Play a 4 or 5. Want to challenge you and your team to become the next SEAL Team 6? Go up to 9. After all, the game is your oyster, and every Helldiver is different. Along with being able to change your difficulty, the game also allows you to play the way you want. If you want to just get in, do the main objective, and get out, you can. If you want to drop in and use all 40 minutes trying to collect samples and complete every objective, you can. My favorite part about this game is how encouraged teamwork is. Certain rocket launchers and weapons require 2 people, 1 to fire and 1 to reload. You can heal your teammates and resupply them if one of you is wearing a supply pack. Attacking certain enemies like chargers are best done in groups, as one person will be targeted, allowing others to aim at the weak spot for easy takedowns. Boosters apply to the whole team, despite only being held by 1 player. There are vaults throughout the maps which hold important items like rare samples or requisition credits, but can only be opened by 2 people. The list goes on and on and on. Long story short, this game definitely encourages co-op in a very fun way. The game also focuses on the little details. Some of the small details I've noticed are like if you're standing behind a friend when they fire a rocket launcher, the backblast will knock you backwards. I found that out the hard way. The shockwaves of bombs and rockets have effects on you, and if you're hit by a charger or other large creature, you will become distorted and your vision blurry. While standing on your ship, you can actually see other players calling stratagems down from their ships, creating just that next level of attention. All these things are minor aspects of the game, but really show the amount of detail put into making an amazing experience. Now, let's talk about the future. This game has so much room for growth. More planets, stratagems, mission types, you name it, and this game can add it. I've read lots of gaming ideas, and an extremely popular one people are suggesting would be to implement a Defend Super Earth game mode, which you can play with large groups of Helldivers. Regardless of what paths the devs decide to take, the room for growth is beyond exciting. All in all, I find myself constantly enjoying this game. In my opinion, there are almost no downsides. The environments on the planets are filled with fauna, and every planet feels original. The combat requires split-second decisions that decide the difference between life and death. You and your team must balance your loadouts to assist with offensive, defensive, and resource management challenges throughout the mission. The community is really rallied behind the ideology of fighting for Super Earth and brings great enthusiasm to the game. It's going to take something really crazy to dethrone Helldivers 2 as the Game of the Year frontrunner. Let me know what you all think of this game in the comments and what games you want to see me do next. As always, thanks for watching the video, and I'll see you next time.